Okay, we should be live now again. Let's
Are we
just
live?
double check into
I know.
Facebook here quickly. Yeah, for some
Let
reason,
me refresh. Your
my
computer was
entire
like,
computer.
nah, bro.
There we
You
are. We're
need a
live.
break.
We are live.
And we might be back. Honestly, I have no clue.
And we're live and sort of back.
Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Yeah, we're there.
Life hacks part 2. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got it back up. All right, we're good. All right.
For some reason,
Right.
my entire laptop
just
decided to. For some reason, my entire laptop just decided to crash and die for, just because. So, it is what it is. But we can pick up where we left off. David and I look really smart now that we're wearing our glasses.
We got glasses on.
David, did you put your prescription in those?
If you, I don't have I have a reading prescription. So I got glasses. I got glasses over there that are reading prescriptions, but these are indeed not. They're just glasses. They do have these are the Meta smart glasses. And I was saying before we died off there that I also tried the Meta display glasses. They're great. They're not quite there yet.
Okay.
For what they are for a first go, great, but they're not quite there yet. They're not quite there yet. So I sent them back. But these are the Meta, the regular glasses with the cameras and all the fun jazz into them. They can tell you what you're looking at. And if I was to say something like, "Hey Meta, explain the image in front of me right now," and then it's going to come up and tell me in my ears.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear it talking a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
People, plus a phone next to it. A camera on a tripod is pointed at the laptop, and there's a microphone and a studio light nearby. A monitor and chair are set up in the background too.
I think it's kind of loud.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not terrible, but I can look and see like what's happening.
That's kind of cool.
At no point do I actually need that feature, but it has it.
Those are cool. I really like those. I actually want to put little fake camera lenses on the corners of my glasses, so it looks like I have smart glasses, but I don't.
No, so these are they're getting better with these. This is the version 2. This is a Gen 2 of these glasses, and they're not terrible, but I extremely rarely have these things. They're usually in their case, sitting in some random corner, actually over on this table.
How's the video
here
and photo
is
quality?
where they're typically amazingly good.
Is it really
shockingly good?
Nice.
Shockingly good, yes. From what I expected to what I got was actually shockingly good. Okay, so back to now that we're smart because we got our glasses on. I just took a picture. Now that we're smart, onward.
It lost my
upward.
phone. I gotta see if it'll accept my phone now. Nope. Did my whole thing crash again?
Oh, now it's just me. Now it's just me on the screen.
What is happening right now, dude?
Oh, Lord of mercy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Underdog Journey. There comes Wes back, and young lady who said she wears glasses to make herself. That is not a hack. That is you with your own. Let's break this down. Okay, so the first thing was she lied about how busy she was. Secondly, her own mindset is that wearing glasses makes her look smarter. So she's like, I look smart. So she thinks everybody else is automatically going to think she's smart. We're going to wait till you open your mouth and say something stupid and know you're an idiot.
Right. So what we're learning right now is she's vain and stupid. So let's see what other great advice she has for us.
I bet you think this song is about you.
David, you're so vain. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
All right.
And the sound is off. Hang on. Why is the sound great?
No habla española, señore. Wait, that's in Spanish. I would understand. No habla inglés, señore.
All right, hang on. Let's see if I can get the sound working here.
Cancel me, call me fake, whatever, I don't care. These are the most unhinged things I've done to get ahead in my career.
Well, you're definitely
Check out my calendar with fake work meetings. This is self-explanatory. I want people to think I'm busy, but I also don't want people to schedule time with me. Next, I wear glasses because they make me look smarter. Also, very early.
They do not.
No.
Okay, so 1 and 2, she's an idiot.
What?
So number 1 and number 2, she's an idiot. Got it.
Yes.
Number 3.
Self as a thought leader and built a personal brand around being a thought leader, even though I had no business doing so. Next, in literally every single.
So I don't know how she thought she did this, but she said she built a personal brand around being a thought leader. I think that means creating an Instagram account where she gives bad advice, where other stupid people take her advice.
Yes, and become more stupid. And become more stupid. Okay. All right. So,
yes.
Honestly, I don't know, ma'am. I don't know your name, and I honestly don't care to. I don't think you have a thought to begin with. Having made fun of her, now I've got to support her, because building a brand and setting yourself as the SME or subject matter expert, or in her vernacular, a thought expert, is a really good thing to do.
You should do that as long as you're able to.
That is your goal.
Thought leader.
You got to be able to back it up. Yes, you actually have to be able to have a thought leader.
You have to have the thoughts to be a thought leader, though.
Yeah, and then she immediately afterwards says, even though I had no business doing so. I applaud. Okay, for number 1 and number 2, you're a complete freaking moron.
Yeah.
Number 3, there. High five.
Oh, you like number 3? Okay, you like propping yourself up prematurely as a thought leader.
Establishing. Yes. Fake it till you make it.
Okay.
If people keep coming to you, okay, so here's one of the best things. The best way to learn is to teach. I heard that.
You're not wrong.
I heard that decades ago, and I decided at that point, I heard that, I was like, oh, really? And I mean, we're talking, 25 years ago, and I hear that, and I'm like, okay, how do I do that? And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to start teaching. Now, in some instances, I'm just teaching myself. Some instances, I'm teaching other people.
Okay.
But I find that I learn and explore so much more by trying to teach. I learn, but the best way to learn is to teach. You can't always wait until you develop the skills. You have to force yourself to develop the skills. So for number 3, for her, when she created her thought leader, is that what she said? Thought leader persona.
Yes, build a personal brand.
Good job. Good job. High five. Good job. High five. Number 1 and 2, you're a freaking moron.
Okay, let's see.
I got to take these glasses off. I got to take these glasses off. I look like an idiot.
Let's see what number 4 is for this lady. All right.
Interview, I would make up like an absurd fun fact about me so people remembered me. It would be like, oh, I grew up on a farm, or I used to be a clown. None of that's true. If you can Google it.
I mean, that's not being memorable.
Lying during an interview is not necessarily the way I would go.
Being memorable, especially during an interview, I don't think that's a terrible idea. But saying you were a clown is not necessarily what I would go for.
Being memorable during an interview is good.
Yes.
Lying during said interview is grounds for dismissal later.
Right.
And it's in everybody's code of ethics in every business that I've ever been a part of. If you lie, it doesn't matter what the lie is, but if you lie during your interview, that's grounds for termination.
Well, how about this during an interview?
This is not a life hack. This is a dumbass hack.
How about this during an interview? You tell your future employer that you're going to make lots of fake meetings so you look busy, even though you're not, and you only wear glasses to look smart.
Yeah, there you go.
That's memorable. And you won't get the job.
The guy who always takes his glasses off and throws them. He's got some really great videos on Facebook and Instagram. I freaking love him. I wish I knew his name. I would give him a shout out, but I freaking love his videos. Anyway, so far this lady has one
out of 4
half cooked decent idea, and then 3 other that are absolute shit. But go ahead.
Let's see what else she has.
Absolutely do not ask it. Like, you're gonna look dumb. Google it and pretend that you know it. Okay, next, remember people.
All right. So if you have to ask a question, just Google it so you look smart. Don't ask somebody else because it'll make you look stupid. Here's the problem, especially in technical areas. I think you should do your own research before asking a question because, it's just do your homework and you can find an answer. But at the same time, Google and AI will give you really bad answers sometimes. And if you go in with a bad answer that you got from Google or from ChatGPT and you thought it was right, you're going to look like a complete moron.
All right, I'm going to take a slightly...
I am of the understanding that there's no such thing as a dumb question, just dumb people. You should do your homework to do the best you can to find an answer, but at the same time, don't be afraid to ask, because here's something else that people don't realize. When you go to somebody and you ask them a question, it's the same as asking a favor. And when somebody does you a favor, they are psychologically bound to you in a way. They feel they have a certain kinship with you. I think it was Ben Franklin. I forget the exact quote. This is a terrible paraphrase, but he says if you want to,
I know what you're going for, yeah.
If something about if you want to build a permanent good relationship with somebody, ask them to do a favor for you. Because what that does is it builds a psychological bond between you and that person. Even if it feels like they're going out of their way to help you or to answer a question, you still have that connection that they're going to get connected to you with.
I went ahead and pull this up because it's important.
Yes. Did you Google it? Like this lady says?
Yeah, I Googled it. So I was like, literally Ben Franklin quote on favors. Because I'm a bit of a wizard on keyword searches because, I came from the AOL days. So he that has once done you a kindness will be more ready to do you another than he whom you yourself have obliged.
Yes.
So
it's
what he's saying is somebody that has already done you a favor is more likely to do you another favor than somebody that you have done a favor to than to do a favor.
Yes.
So I ask for $1 and this weird chick in the middle says no, but Wes says yes. But the weird chick in the middle here asks for $1 and I give her $1. Okay. So I've got $1 from West and the chick in the middle has $1 from me. If I need another $1, it is more likely that West is going to give me another $1 than the chick in the middle who already is indebted to me for said aforementioned $1.
Right.
So that's, to put it monetarily.
Yes. So I paraphrased it terribly, but the point is the same.
Work.
Don't be afraid to ask people questions. Unless it's incredibly stupid, in which case you should have done a little homework before you ask the question. Find the basis.
I'm going to go on setting
for ahead of time. Go ahead.
I'm going to go on setting. It depends on the meeting. It depends on the circumstance. There are times where asking a question, there are times when you need to ask the question now, regardless of how stupid it may be. And yes, there are many stupid questions. I hear them every day. But they still need to, while they're a stupid question to me, they may not be a stupid question to you. All things are not equal across each individual. Just because I think something is that's a dumbass question. Some of the questions I ask for these people that have been through MBAs and whatnot, they must seem outrageously stupid. But you know what? These people shut up and listen when I talk. So, there are times where I need clarification and I need clarification now. If you need clarification now, ask the stupid question.
That's it. Well, also, so it's highly dependent on the person, the situation, and the timing, right? So do your homework, get a basis for what the answer you're looking for ahead of time. But also don't forget, a lot of people really love to hear themselves speak. And a lot of people will love when you ask them a question. David, if somebody wants to get in your good graces, what are they going to do? They're going to ask you
a question. They're going to ask you a question, man.
That is in your wheelhouse.
Nobody loves to hear themselves speak more than I do.
They're going to ask you a question that's in your wheelhouse, and they're just going to sit back and let you roll. And you know what?
So
that's a great way to get into somebody's good graces.
Yes, absolutely. I learned this in 6th grade.
Yeah.
6th grade. We had a teacher that was in the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War. I'm gonna call it war. And if you're a person like me that maybe wanted to skive off and goof off a little more and whatnot, you would ask questions about said experiences at aforementioned event. And that would launch the pre-stated instructor into an entire half-hour to 45-minute rant on the Vietnam War. And so you didn't have to do math or social studies or science or whatever. So all the way back in 6th grade, I figured this out. And now I am more susceptible to it now than I think any human is in all of history. Yeah. Okay, so we have another. Okay, we had a small buffer on Facebook, but we're back and we're live. We're good.
So David, tell me if you ever do this. So also, speaking of asking questions, not everybody likes a know-it-all, right? So there are times. So there are times when I'm with certain people, and I know they don't.
Me.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about you. I'll be with hanging out with somebody, and I know they probably think I'm a bit of a know-it-all. So sometimes I'll deliberately not answer a question or not make a comment on something that I actually know the answer to. I'll just be like, oh, I don't know. I'll pretend like I don't know what's going on specifically.
Yeah, I can't do that
because I don't want to be the know-it-all in the crowd. You never do
that. In German, that's a Besserwisser. That's how much of a know-it-all. That's how much of a know-it-all I embrace being myself. Is I know how to say it in German.
Is the Besserwisser the know-it-all, or the person who pretends not to be a know-it-all?
It's the person who is a know-it-all.
There you go. You're a Besserwisser. So I was thinking wingding, but so there are times when I pretend not to know something just so I don't sound like a know-it-all.
So there's an old saying, and man, we're really slowly going through this topic. It's a really good topic, though. There's an old saying that says,
I have a lot of these,
that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth,
right?
Because you are supposed to be more silent,
and speak less. And I'm a big fan of listening more and speaking less. So sometimes so like in meetings, sometimes I'll be as quiet as possible, just because I want to hear. I want to listen to what other people say.
I want to make sure I'm on mute because the whole time I'm calling people effing idiots nonstop.
2 ears, David. 2 ears, 1 mouth. 2 ears, 1 mouth.
I get that, but in a world full of silence, everybody's ignorant. Put that on a t-shirt. And who you get that quote to? That's a David Leffingwell original. In a world full of silence, everybody is ignorant. Somebody has to be speaking.
There you go.
Somebody has to be educating. Somebody has to be. Aristotle standing on the block in the middle of the square, speaking and resonating with people. Somebody has to do it.
Fair enough. Okay.
In a world full of silence, everybody is ignorant.
You're saying I should stop pretending not to know things?
Yes.
So I don't sound like I know it all.
For those of us who know, we need to teach.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Otherwise, we get people who don't know and they try to teach, and we get people dressed as cats and dogs walking down the freaking sidewalks.
All right. I'm gonna stop holding back, and when my current wife kicks me out of the house, I'm gonna come live with you. All right. Let's see what else.
I got a spare space for you.
Let's hear what she has to say.
Oh my God, she's still not done. Oh my God,
she still has more.
Absolutely do not ask it. Like, you're gonna look dumb. Google it and pretend that you know it. Okay, next, remember people's kids' names and their pet names and ask about them by name. It's going to make everybody like you.
That's not bad advice. Because I'm terrible with names. That's actually kind of good.
I'm horrendous with names, yes.
But if you remember, if you come back like 3 months later and you're like, oh, how's Joshua, your son? How's your dog Betsy had a surgery. How's Betsy doing? People love that.
Oh, excuse me. So I am more likely to remember somebody else speaking about someone else's name than the person who's doing the speaking's name.
Oh,
so
I constantly speak to somebody.
I will give her this.
Yeah.
This is not necessarily groundbreaking. This part has been around a long. Dale Carnegie spoke about this. Dale Carnegie's not, young. I mean, he's quite dead. And he was speaking on it from people before him. So it's not really groundbreaking, but I wouldn't call this a hack. I would call this the standard.
And it should be. Well, it should be. It's like common sense. Not all common sense is common.
Yes. Well, yeah, this lady does not strike me as a person with strong common sense skills. So yeah, she probably thinks and imagines this as a hack.
She does. I guarantee it. There's a little bit more here from her.
Next, if you didn't like your boss at like previous jobs, or if they didn't like you, just tell people that one of your friends was your boss and have them call to do like the whole referral thing. Next, you need.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's it. Don't fucking do that. That's terrible.
That's bad advice.
You're an idiot. You have no idea what the okay. So let's look here.
Unless your previous job was Vandelay Industries, don't do that. You know
what?
Vandelay. Yeah, you don't get the reference. George Costanza from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Vandelay.
Okay,
He's an importer exporter. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So here's one of the things that's very important for everybody, not just this freaking idiot that's on the screen talking to us. And I'm not talking about Wes. I'm talking about the chick in the middle there. What a potential employer is allowed, or what a past employer is legally allowed to say to a potential employer is extremely limited. Lying about it and sending them to someone else, aka one of your friends, who is going to talk you up and all glow and everything, that's going to throw so many red flags on the HR of the legitimate company. You're trying to go like, HR, wait a minute, these people shared this and this and this and this and this, and all of these things are things that are not allowed to be shared.
Right.
Even your attendance record, your ability to be rehired, that's like number 1 and 2.
Even if you think even if you think people in HR are morons, they do this for a living.
And I do.
All day, every day. They know when they're speaking with someone who's legit. And they will know when your buddy answers the phone and they're feeding a bunch of nonsense.
Frank worked for me for Frank, man. He loved the Funyuns, man. He loved it. It was great. Great time, Frank, man. Yeah, just fucking dumbass.
It reminds me of the idiot in elementary school, the little kid in elementary school who was convinced he could call the school and pose as his parent to get them out of school that day.
Yeah.
And the teacher wouldn't notice.
So
that's exactly what this is.
This is a person. Okay, so this young lady here, because she looks like she's about,
she's mid-20s.
I'm a terrible guess at this. I was thinking between 17 and 20, maybe 21, which means she doesn't really have a career. She has a job. She doesn't know what a career is yet.
I think she makes TikToks for a living. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she makes TikToks for a living. And the kids, they got the TikToks. They're on the TikToks all the time. Anyway.
The tics and the talks.
The tics and the talks. So I actually know a guy down in New York City. And he talks to me. He's like, everybody's on the TikToks, man. The TikToks all the time. And I like to every time I think about it, I'm like, that's every time somebody says TikTok, I think about him saying that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I giggle to myself. But yeah, so far this lady's an absolute idiot.
All right. She has a little bit more.
Jesus
job
Christ,
hop
man.
when you have nothing left to learn at the company, or there's no way you're going to make more money. Next, you need
job hop when you can't learn anything more from the company and you can't make any more money.
Yeah, that's a great way to kill your career.
Yeah,
great way to kill your career.
Because people, again, LinkedIn is a thing. They look at your resume. If they see you're a job hopper, they're not going to want to bring you on because they're investing in you. They're
you're a job hopper.
Yeah,
great. You're going to do very well until you're 27, Kurt
you have
Cobain,
no career,
and then you're going to shoot your whole fucking career in the head.
That's it.
And that's the Kurt Cobain reference. No, you don't do that. That's absolute shit. That's an absolute. Do I want to say shit? Yeah, I do. That's a shit advice.
And don't be afraid to look for better opportunities, but don't be a job hopper. Nobody likes a job hopper.
Don't be a job hopper. There needs to be a reason, and money should be one of the lowest things on that list.
All right, she has a couple more, but she's annoying me already. We're going to move on.
Oh, my God. A couple more. Gee, Merry Christmas. For the love of Pete. That is one of the dumbest people that walks the face of the planet right there.
I can't even listen to her other advice. Let's see what this lady has to say. They're all ladies so far. There's some dudes coming up. Let's see what this lady has to say, though.
The most successful people I know all have one thing in common.
Pause. So on your comment, there's some dudes coming up. Do you think the dudes will have better advice than the women? Are you sexist, West?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. All right, let's go. Let's see what she says.
I'm not saying the dudes have any better advice. I'm just saying that. All right, let's move on.
And it's not intelligence. It's not confidence. It's not even like a specific personality trait. So
is it laying on your bed in your lingerie giving business advice? Let's move on.
Much as
I'm not sure what you're doing.
A mindset. And that mindset is the rules don't apply to me. Hear me out. The most successful people I know do not shrink themselves to fit into boxes that other people have drawn. They question everything. They recognize that most of the rules that exist are stories that other people have made up. They don't take that at face value. They question assumptions, they challenge timelines, and most importantly, they ignore perceived limitations. When they hear that's unrealistic, or that's not how things are done, or be careful with that, their instinctual response is, says who?
Fuck that.
Where most people use consensus
All right, this
as
might
evidence.
be my second wife. This might be my second wife right here.
I mean, I kind of agree with her so far.
She's a doppelganger of me right there.
How often have you and I been in a room full of old dudes and you hear, well, that's not how we've
always been done.
That's how
he's always done it. Yeah. No.
I kind of agree with this lady.
Don't put your restrictions on me. Okay, all right. So far, this girl's on fire. I would recommend her highly to not do this in I can't really see, but I'm guessing a tank top laid across her bed or couch,
like
or
a
something.
lacy tank top laying on the bed. Like
There's better features here. What you're saying, okay, so
what you're saying
I get it. You're a chick. You're a chick. You're trying to play to that. You're good. Okay, use all the assets that you have. You don't need that in this. What you're saying is it stands on itself.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Continue.
Successful people use conviction as evidence. And I'm convinced that is why so many successful people are also people of strong faith, because the mentality is operating from the same muscle, which is the ability to trust in what you can't yet see. They understand that an extraordinary life requires disappointing somebody's expectations. They understand that to be great truly is to be misunderstood. They understand that things are only impossible until somebody proves otherwise. The Wright brothers looked crazy until they didn't. But at some point they decided that what was possible for them would no longer be determined by what had been possible for people before them. Because the truth is, the most meaningful
did her very well. ChatGPT did this chick an amazing job.
She's reading a ChatGPT script?
I think she's just reading a script, but
it's good advice.
ChatGPT did very well. Is it great? I love it. You know, everything's so I deal with it right now. It's like, because we're into, I don't want to throw anybody on the bus here. Because we're into review for this.
There you go.
We can't do that. I'm like, says who?
Right.
Says who? Because that's the way you guys think it's done. No, F that. Let's do this. You know,
look, one of the reasons Flashpoint one of the reasons Flashpoint is about to take off is because nobody told us not to.
Yeah.
There's nobody sitting around saying, well, it's never been done before, so it can't be done. Well, we're just going to do it.
Yeah.
We're just going to make it up as we go along.
And every time Wes sends me something over, he'll send it through the email. And I'm like, yeah, fucking do it, man. Where you can go to balls of the wall, bro.
Let's make
this happen. All right. So I don't think she came up with this herself.
You think it's okay?
This is way too, I think it's way too scripted, but.
What is her poster in the background here? What is this?
Is that a thong?
It's somebody holding an egg carton up against a thong on their belly. I question her taste in art.
I do not.
I don't know what's happening right there. But again, this is a lady also giving business advice while wearing a lacy tank top lingerie on her bed.
Yeah. I'm on here. I mean, like, hey, Spaceballs, the T-shirt. I mean, I don't have a lot of room to speak here. So,
well, look, I wear glasses, so I look smarter.
Oh,
I wear glasses, so I look smarter.
I got the glasses. I got the glasses. Hold on a second. I got the glasses. My glasses are hard to get out because they've got a charger thing. I got to pull them off of. There we go.
There you look really good.
All right, there we go.
All right, let's see what else we got here. She was almost done. And here's the dude. Let's see what the dude has to say.
All right. Don't be an idiot.
What's up, guys? So we got a tool that basically you can download anything from a link, anything you want from any link. So it's like videos, audio, images, posts, everything. So you just, go ahead and use that, and then boom.
So first of all,
what?
This dude's smoking way too much weed, dude. I understand.
So much weed.
I don't know if it's even like a real pothead accent, or if he's just putting it on for the audience. But you don't need.
Do you see that mustache and that weak ass beard? No, man, he's not pretending.
But you don't actually need to sound like Chong, Cheech and Chong. I don't know, Tommy Chong. You don't need to sound like Tommy Chong. Like you can just speak. You don't need to sound like Tommy.
Thomas Chong.
Thomas Chong, yes.
If you're gonna wear the glasses, you don't have the glasses on. Anyway, it's Tommy Chong to you. I got the glasses on, so it's Thomas Chong.
So there you go. I did have Chinese for dinner tonight, though. So
had hamburgers.
So good, man. Chinese takeout, so good. So this is actually pretty good. So we don't need to try this platform. It's obvious that it works. We know that it works because platforms like this do exist. This is nothing new. But I will say, how often have you been on a website where you try and copy an image down or pull or rip a video from it, and it's just not accessible? You just can't get to it. So what you want to do is you actually do want to go to cobalt.tools and use this as a downloader for any website. This website it'll pull off of YouTube. It'll rip from if you see a video on LinkedIn, it'll rip from LinkedIn. You can pull down images, videos, any kind of content. I recommend it. Cobalt.tools is what this guy's going.
Nice. That's okay. All right. So it's a great tool, perhaps a poor spokesman.
Terrible spokesman, unless you're looking for a good weed dealer.
But while he did not resonate with us, there are going to be other people he resonates with.
And that's what I was saying. Maybe he's putting on a fake accent. Maybe he doesn't actually talk like a weed dealer. Maybe he's just trying to resonate with his audience.
Well, here's I'm gonna take us back to the folks that are trying to resurrect MySpace.
Yeah.
While his speech is going to resonate and create attention and demand for your product with his niche, the way that we speak are going to create a demand and resonance with a whole different clientele.
You're right.
So by allowing, MySpace, by allowing individuals to control what is presented as marketable material on the ads, to control the ads on their site, marketable material on their pages, you are going to create a very high rate of social proof.
Right, you're right. Good point.
Extended users and potential customers.
That's a good point.
So while the product this guy is talking about is great, his vernacular and methods of speech don't necessarily resonate with us.
Maybe his target audience speaks like that, though.
His target audience is not us. His customer avatar
is not
us.
You're right. It's a good point.
And for that, I give this guy 4 stars.
Fair enough. And I give the tool 4 stars. 5 stars, actually. Yeah. So cobalt.tools is a good one. I recommend it. Go for it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I love it. Good stuff. Right, that was a really good one. That one illustrated something, and I don't want to overlook it, because I want to highlight that neither one of us resonated with this guy's methods of speech, his rhetoric.
Right.
For those of you guys who don't know and have bought into the CNN version of what rhetoric means, rhetoric is the method of speech, that the style that attracts the ear and the eye. So it brings attention to it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's the rhetoric that brings your attention into a product. And while it doesn't necessarily resonate with us, he has his own market that he's going after.
And he understands that. Yeah.
The product that he's representing is very good. And he's representing it to his demographic or his customer avatar very well. So good job. Good job. So we had two in a row that did really good jobs. Great job. Part 13.
Let's see what part 13 is. I didn't see part 1 through 12. Let's see what part 13 is.
Top websites that feel illegal to know.
By the way, top websites that are illegal to know.
I'm out. I'm out already. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Illegal to know. You gotta be kidding me. Like, Pornhub.com is legal to know, bud. All right. I mean, you could just watch it. You just Google it. It's fine.
It probably won't have any nipples involved. Let's see what he has to say, though.
Well, I'm not interested.
Part 13. Go to this URL right here and boom.
Okay, hunter.io/search. Let's see what it is. And boom.
Type in any company's website and it pulls the work emails of the people who actually work there.
Ooh, that could be valuable.
Oh, well, I mean, I work for a large company. And I get emails from people that think that I'm their target customer, and I'm nowhere close.
Well, right.
But
so it's not going to be for. I would say it's probably
used
less
properly.
I'm going to say this tool is probably less valuable when dealing with a company the size of a top Fortune 500 or Fortune lower number than 500 company. But
50.
Yes,
but
50,
we're on the NASDAQ.
But if you're looking for, XYZ agency or ABC company in your town, it could be pretty valuable.
Yeah.
Let's finish the video.
Very valuable.
And I want to test this.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to say. The number one user of this product, which I think is a phenomenal product, are people who use it to create lists to sell to other
Well, not necessarily.
people.
Not necessarily, though. Because hypothetically, let's say that I have a marketing agency. And I want to market my own agency's capabilities to ABC company in my town, right? Let's say there's a life safety company in my town, and I don't know the CEO, or I don't know the CMO. I don't know the head of their marketing department or whatever. And I'm like, how do I even find this person? How do I even begin? What if there's a tool that can help me rip, every email from this company that I can possibly find, and then I can start doing a little bit more research. I can go on LinkedIn and try and search up individuals, and I can say, oh, and now that I know who this person is, I also have this person's email address. I can reach them directly.
I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying I hate it. I love the product. Because of that exact kind of example that you just
it has utility. It's not ideal. It's not ideal.
No,
it has utility.
I'm not saying. I'm going to go even further and say it's not only is it not. I'm going to go further. I'm going to go backwards, and say no. It is ideal. This is a phenomenal tool, but I'm saying the vast use of it is for douchebags that are trying to email lists and sell out to people.
Cool.
I've got 7,000 contacts in your field.
That's true.
Then some jackass company out there pays $5,000 to use it one time, and
right.
It's the digital version of cold calling.
Oh, absolutely. Versus
actually understanding.
No, I totally I understand. But think about this: any tool can be used for good or bad. I can have a hammer and I can use it properly, hammer nail.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
I can go out and
I'm a tool. I can be used for good or bad. Yes, correct. Yep. Yeah, you can be. Yeah.
But here's a prime example. I was at NFPA conference not too long ago, and I'm walking through.
Also known as NIFPA.
I'm talking to all these different companies. Some are distributors. Some are just people with good technology. Some people with good ideas. Why can't
I was there?
And what if I don't have the email address of the person in the company that I need? I know the company, but their website only has a contact us form. What if I want to go to the website and say, what if I could just rip the email address of the person I need? I'll just contact them directly. Well, there's a tool for that.
Very good. Yeah, absolutely. What's the name of this tool again?
So this is let's see if I can get back there.
Right here and boom.
Hunter.io/search.
Okay.
Part 13.
All right.
Go to this URL.
Hunter-io. Okay. I'm going to put it in the hunter.io / SEARCH search. So I'm just going to drop it in the comments here.
There you go.
As myself, because while I believe that for all the examples that you have laid out, this is a powerful.
That's a good tool.
Very powerful tool.
And you can use it to be a scumbag, but you can also use it for some really good, good uses.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great. It's great. Absolutely. It's wonderful, sir. It's
all right.
Wonderful.
So maybe this makes up for the dumb chick from before.
It does not.
All right. Let's
that dumb chick that dumb girl that we start out with the first. I mean, the only thing, so I could say the only thing she had was confidence. I could boil down everything. She had confidence,
but because she was a moderately cute girl, of course she had confidence.
Okay.
She's the kind of girl. She's the kind of girl who in college. She's the kind of girl who in college got a mediocre camera, started taking photos, and said, "I'm a photographer." And because she was moderately cute, nobody said, "No, you're not. You're an idiot with a camera."
Yeah.
No,
just because
you're a great
picture of a fucking flower in black and white.
You can make you can be a millionaire. You're such an artist with your photography. Really? Okay, let's go home. Yeah.
Yeah, you took a picture of a table in black and white. Does not make it prerogative. Fuck off.
Anyway, go ahead with what you were saying. Sorry. I've known many people along those lines.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all do. Yeah, everybody knows those folks, and hopefully, I'm one of those folks in some person's story, because otherwise, I'd feel I failed. Otherwise,
David, if there's anybody who has stories that you are a part of, that you are a part of many people's stories, is what I'm trying to say.
So what's crazy is
many stories.
Yes, absolutely. So I don't remember where we were. But I had a fair number of people that did not know each other, but knew me.
Everybody has a David Leffingwell story.
Everybody's telling these stories about, this crazy night. I'm like, yeah, that was a fucking blast, man. That was crazy, man. I remember that. We were like high-fiving and everything. Yeah, well, we did there was that one stripper that did the thing. Yeah.
You're practically an urban legend. People hear David Leffingwell stories about crazy nights. And they're like, you're like an internet meme. Like, that's not real. There's no David Leffingwell.
Yes, I mean, there's no such thing as a David Leffingwell.
You're like the opposite of Slender Man.
Yeah, there is. Yes. You just called me fat, bro.
No.
But yeah. Says no, but yeah. All right, what we got next?
I apologize.
Part 13. Okay, so we've had 2 in a row that were reasonably intelligent. I wouldn't call them hacks yet. I wouldn't call them life hacks yet.
There's no hacks.
But they're good. They're reasonable advice. All right, what do we got up next?
And by the way, at the end of this, I will explain what defines a hack versus not a hack. Okay, so because I have very strong feelings about the word, this is a hack. All right, let's see what this one is.
I've found the ultimate trick to see every website you've signed up for and how to unsubscribe from them.
By the way, when you hear this, you're going to then question, why did this guy blur out his face? He's not really like, why, dude? Come on. All right.
That's salesmanship. That's why he has a hot wife.
You think
that's good?
You think this guy has a hot wife? I think he probably has a hot mom. That's why he's in her basement, but okay.
No, he's selling to his agent. He's selling to his market right now. So what do you want to do? You want to look like you're in a basement.
The red light,
look like this.
Face.
Then you get the red light. You get the blurred face. You get the things like, hey, I'm
in the background.
Ignagma. Yeah. I think this guy right now is selling it perfect. Great. So far, a 10 out of 10.
Really? Okay.
So far, content. Okay. Absolutely. Loving everything.
Go to your Gmail like you normally would. By the way, if you're still using Gmail for privacy, that's not exactly ideal. I'd recommend these alternatives instead. Anyway, if you're still using Gmail, open it up and look at the little...
He tells you that, hey, Gmail is not private. Just so you guys know, Gmail is absolutely not effing private.
Yeah, and
he gives you alternatives to that. So he's probably getting some money off of those. So there's a little bit of funding behind this as well. But so far, again, even so far, I loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Okay.
Let's see if that appears right there next to the hashtag. Type sub. And then look at this. You can see every website you've signed up for, every newsletter. All you have to do is click unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Look at how satisfying this is. I swear, this changes your life.
And that's actually good advice. I don't know if it's a hack, but it's good advice.
Like it. All right.
This might be the closest thing to an actual hack. When we're talking about
that, I'm gonna classify that as a hack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give it 3 stars out of 3.
3 out of 3. That's a weird rating system, but okay.
So it's because I was watching
you see 5 or you see
Young
10?
Sheldon.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching Young Sheldon earlier. Okay. And I think 3 is the perfect rating because everybody, if you have a star of 5 or 10, they all want 10 stars or 5 stars. And to meet expectations, like, hey, I went to a restaurant, I ordered food, they brought me food, I ate food, the food was what I had expected, and I walked out I paid the bill. The bill was what I expected. I tipped my waitress was as attentive as I expected. Out of 5 stars, how many stars is that? 2.5.
It's average. It's right in the middle, right where it should be.
Everything met my expectations, but they want 5 stars.
Right.
Like she didn't give me a lap dance. She didn't dance on my table and my food wasn't free. That's 5 stars. That blows my expectations out of the water. So if you strip it down to 3 stars, so 2 stars right down the middle is everything. So I think when we talk about today's world, I would bump this up to 3 stars. This is a 3 out of 3.
So here's my rating system. Here's my rating system. And I've used this.
All right, you're going to talk about your rating systems. I'm going to go take a leak. I'll be right back. It's 2 hours and 33 minutes into this. I've drank a lot of whiskey.
Should we wrap up the show? We can finish next week.
No. I'll be right back.
All right, David's going to be right back. I'm going to talk about my rating system. And I wanted David to hear about my rating system, but he's leaving. So you get to hear about my rating system. Hopefully he...
I care about your rating system. I can still hear you.
He doesn't give a shit about my rating system. All right. Okay, so while he's... he can't hear me because he's going to take care of business. There he is. Maybe I'll wear my glasses so I look smarter while I say this. Here's my rating system. All right. I've used this when I'm rating. So I used to have a YouTube channel where I talked about pipes and pipe tobacco because I'm a big nerd. All right. So when I was rating pipe tobacco, or when I was at a really big company and we had a new employee come in, and I had to have my team interview a potential new employee. My rating system that I would always use, I've been doing this for years, is 10 stars, so out of 10. But you couldn't choose 7, right? You couldn't choose 7 because, like David said, when you're right in the middle, so 5 is just barely meeting expectations. This is it. This is just as average as it gets, right? And everybody wants to be kind of nice, so we're being polite. We're going to say, okay, and most people will say 7. 7 is going to be the most commonly chosen number when choosing out of 10 when people are trying to be polite. Now, if somebody is sub 7, if they're a 6, they're like, oh, they're just above the bare minimum average. That's not good. But if they're an 8, and that's pretty high, 8 out of 10, like that's a pretty good review. That's why 7 is the safe spot you need to avoid. So my rating system has always been between 1 and 7, or between 1 and 10, you can't choose 7. That's my rating system because that forces you to take a stand. Is this good? Is it worth my time? Or is it garbage? Or, so That's what I've always done. 3 stars is David's recommendation, and that's a little, I don't know. That's it doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room in there because there can be some nuance. I'm a big fan of nuance. I hear David coming, but I understand where he's coming from. But since he's back now, I will go ahead and say that the comments that we just saw come through are extremely telling. And you're all right. David looks way smarter with glasses. Hey, David, how's it going?
I'm almost back.
He's almost back. We need your mic.
Almost back. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, shit. Mic. Back. Microphone.
He's back.
I heard smarter with glasses. Let me get the glasses out
there
here.
You go.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay. Sorry about that. My molars were floating.
You just gave this guy a perfect score.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Did he say something stupid after I left?
No, it started over. After, no,
did you say something phenomenally stupid? Yeah, 3 out of 3. The ability to, I mean, a good life hack is, I mean, how many times do you open your email and you're like, my wife, my beautiful, loving, amazingly hot wife, so hot. Clear my eyebrows up. She, and it's just okay. So this is important because it makes me twitch. She's got like,
I don't want to hear what your wife does to make you twitch,
30
David.
or 40,000 unread emails.
Yeah, she and I have very similar inboxes.
Yeah, I don't need to know about your box and how they're similar to my wife, bro. But
twitch,
making me twitch. So me, I tell people this all the time. Like I live and die by my email. If there's something I've got to do, I'll read through it. And I'm like, I can't take care of this right now. Mark as unread. Move on.
Yep.
And then I go back and I always click into the filter, unread emails, and then work from the bottom up. And I always tell people, like, when I'm on vacation, I'll come back and I'll say, hey, if this is already taken care of, I'm sorry, but I work from the bottom up. I would rather do something twice. I'd rather you get a solution twice than me miss it once.
Sure.
And most people are like, I got no problem with that, bro. They're in. So when I have the ability to go email extension, click, 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 and it allows me to unsubscribe very simply from all of the, what's the technical word? Bullshit. That's the word. Bullshit that I've used my email to sign up for. I mean, I'm actually going to use this hack.
Yeah, 3 out of 3. Easy. All right. There you go. That's awesome.
Great advice. Good job. So far, it's just that idiot at the beginning that really screwed up the curve.
All right. Well, so now that we're talking to the guys, we're getting much better advice. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Bro, so sexist. No, the second chick was pretty good.
The chick in
really good advice.
The lingerie on her bed. She gave good advice. She actually did have good advice.
She had great advice. Terrible presentation of it.
Agreed. Let's see what this dude has to say.
She should have wore glasses.
It would make her look way smarter and like a naughty librarian on her bed.
Oh, ooh. Oh my.
Oh my. All right.
ChatGPT to erase your entire digital
footprint. Hold that.
What happens when you ask ChatGPT?
What'd you say?
I said we're gonna have to have that competition of who can give the best George Takei. Oh my.
Oh my.
I think that's competition. And I'm gonna tag George Takei just to see if he would be part of it. To say, hey, you want to throw your hat in the ring to see how you're going to compete? You might be the Dolly Parton who lost a Dolly Parton lookalike contest in the Oh My competition.
Oh my. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh,
do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, it'd be great. I think we'll make it happen. I'll see if I can get George Takei in. I'll make it. Yeah, make it so number 1. Wait, which one of us is the captain? Which one of us is number 1?
I forgot already. I don't even know anymore.
There once was a lesbian from Cancun who took a young man up to her room.
There once was a woman from Venus whose body was shaped like a, and then it cut to somebody else talking.
There once was a lesbian from Cancun who took a young man up to her room where they argued all night as to who had the right to do what and how much and to whom.
Prost. That's a good one. That's a good one. I was doing a data reference.
Going back yes. to Star Trek. So I was doing I think the name of the movie, it's not really kosher these days, but The Life of David Gale, I believe is the name of the movie. It had that's a
random pull.
Oh yeah, dude, this head's full of just shit, man. You want to talk about quantum entanglement theory, where
or the life of
entangled
David
particles,
Gale?
Or the life of or really random ass movies. Yeah, it's it's all up there. It's all up there. So, all right, let's see what this guy's. All right, so you're talking to ChatGPT, right?
All right, let's see what this dude says about ChatGPT.
You erase your entire digital footprint off the internet. I tried this and it actually wiped my identity off hundreds of websites. So first you want to open up ChatGPT and say, search the internet for everything you can find about me. List every data broker and people search site that's exposing my personal info and give me the exact opt-out link for each one. The results were terrifying. It literally found sites I've never heard of selling my address and phone number. Now stay in the same chat and say, write me the exact removal request to send to each one. ChatGPT is then going to write out custom removal requests for each site. Now here's the trick. You want to hit the plus, turn on agent mode, and then say, go to every one of those sites and submit the removal request for me. Now ChatGPT is going to open up its own browser and submit the entire list while I just sit there. Here's the best part. Say, now recheck every site every week and resubmit any approval that gets ignored until it's completely gone. ChatGPT is going to build you a scheduled task that runs every week until your identity is wiped out for good. If you want all 4 of these prompts and more, make sure you follow me and comment erase.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
I mean,
that's pretty good.
Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking love it.
This is a good use of AI and an AI agent. So what he's saying is use AI to do a background search on everything on the internet for you that involves you, and then use ChatGPT's AI agent, a built-in tool, to perform these tasks automatically on your behalf. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good
I mean, I have ChatGPT. I pay for ChatGPT and Grok. And ChatGPT, OpenAI, I use the most. I mean, day in and day out. Grok, I use as a checks and balances,
right?
For equations, because I am a nerd who can't do extremely complex math. So I use it as checks and balances to make sure what one tells me is true. All right.
Right. Absolutely. And you should.
But I also have weekly and daily things that I set up for the ChatGPT, for the OpenAI side. And it seems to handle those extremely well.
Yes.
This feature, what this guy just said, I will absolutely be using.
Yeah, I'm going to do it myself. This is great advice.
I'm at the point where I'm willing to create a fake identity, get a burner phone.
You're gonna fake a whole identity, get a burner phone,
it is the
security number,
whole fake world to do everything from that doesn't actually tie back to me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so done. So I don't know if you understand this, and I know you do. But the general populace doesn't. You are a data mine, and every company that you do business with is selling your data. Selling, meaning they're profiting. So they're charging you for their services and then selling your data onward.
If you're using a platform and you don't see a paid product, your data is the paid product.
Even if you are a paid product. Right now, General Motors is under lawsuit for selling your driving data. That they've collected from your vehicles to insurance companies.
And I hope they get their action suit off. The problem is they're one of those companies that's too big to fail.
Yeah. Right now, that's up to a $10,000 buy off. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't accept $10,000.
Nope. No.
Opt out and go direct. And you're going to get so much more.
Oh, yeah.
So much.
Yeah,
I have a Cadillac Escalade out there
illegal.
that's part of this. I've got a Cadillac Escalade out there that's part of this, and I'm absolutely like, fuck you, I'm out, and I'm going direct because
Right.
a settlement between them is going to be higher than 10K.
Guaranteed.
F
Oh,
that.
guaranteed. 10K is a drop in the bucket. They don't care. And this is one of those companies that a few years ago was considered too big to fail and got massive bailouts.
Fuck you, Bush Obama.
Yeah, massive bailouts. So
Wait, I felt comfortable saying that because that covered both Republican and Democrat sides.
Well, at this point, fucking both. But that's a different conversation altogether.
That was exactly why I said that. It was like we don't get political in here, but we try not to. But this case, both parties were party to fucking the U.S. citizen over in favor of those companies.
Yeah, at this point, both parties can fuck themselves with a wire brush, but we don't get political in the show. So let's see what else this dude has to say.
All right.
Now, this dude has some
West and a wire brush.
You'll be whistling Dixie afterwards. All right, let's see what this dude has.
This is how a hacker gets your password, but I'm about to show you something that you've never seen before. And this is 100% legit. You can do it right now, and that's the scary part about it. And I legit been keeping this, and I won't do.
Yeah, that's a fad that they have now where they put their microphone in weird places. So like they'll like put their microphone like up in their hair for like no reason, or like they'll have it like on the end of like a spatula, and they'll hold like a spatula with a microphone on it. I don't know.
You know, I like that actually. I was just wondering. I'm like, I hold on. Let me take a picture. Hey Meta, I need you to zoom and enhance.
Zoom and enhance on the guy's head.
It laughed at me. It's like, I wish I could do that. Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, let's see what this dude has to say. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Oh fuck, she's still talking.
She's a chatty Cathy.
She is.
Anymore.
All right,
and if you like me, hit that like button. Thank you. So you're going to take your email, any email, and then you're going to paste it here. Stick with me. You want to type this in right here and then hit enter.
All right. So if you notice, he mentioned...
That looks like Google.
So he went to Google, and if you look at the website, he
typed this in right here and then hit
Intel base. This is the one the first lady mentioned. The first lady with the yellow glasses. She talked about Intel base. This is also the one that's that starts out at $15 a month, billed annually.
Enter.
Okay.
And this is legit free. You click the first one, you put the email address here, and then you hit the magnifying glass. They will give you names that associate with that email address. That's crazy. Even usernames, other email addresses, and phone numbers. It gets worse. Locations, activity timeline. This will also show current phone numbers. This is the scariest part. So you know how you save your stuff to the browser, like your password, your cookies, your autofill data, session cookies? They have them all here. So all you have to do is hit here. I'm not going to click over there because it's going to...
Now, this is kind of cool. Now, the cool thing is, this is kind of a stalker's best friend because you're not necessarily looking up your email address. You're looking up somebody else's email address to find out all this stuff about them.
So will allow me to get to their nudes in their iPhone? I mean, to be honest, that's what
that's what you really want.
That's what you really want. The nudes in the iPhone. Hashtag leaked.
Maybe. Let's see what else it has here.
Expose it, but look at all of this. It's insane. And you could search up multiple email addresses at once.
All right, so no, there's no nudes. But if you're a stalker, you could potentially find out somebody's personal information.
Yeah, so this is all for skip tracers, and good for them. You all suck.
Right, exactly. All right, let's see what he's lifting weights or something. Let's see what this guy has to say.
They are
okay, all right. So if it was the guy lifting the weights, I was gonna be like, nah. He's gonna give you here's the hack to get to the simplest and cheapest performance enhancing drugs, man.
Well, okay, so this guy's wearing scrubs and he has one of the twisty mustaches, so you know he's legit.
I mean, twisty mustache takes a long time to get, bro.
I mean, he's no amateur, this guy, apparently. And he's apparently a doctor because he's wearing scrubs, so he must be a doctor. So he's talking about somebody gatekeeping information. Let's see what this guy is gatekeeping from us.
Breath hold. When you hold your breath for 90 seconds, your body thinks it's dying and responds by activating an ancient survival pathway, hypoxic inducible factor 1. This activates stem cells in your blood and bone marrow. Triggers EPO, which is the same hormone Lance Armstrong was injecting during the Tour de France. You also get a 556% increase in growth hormone from a single 90-second breath hold. Growth hormone burns fat, builds lean muscle, repairs tissue, and boosts testosterone. It also triggers VEGF, which creates new blood vessels in your body, improving oxygen flow to every single organ, including your testes, which will improve your testosterone level. Comment guide and I'll send you my free 5-step framework to destroy inflammation.
All right, so if you're low T, hold your breath for 90 seconds. It's going to fix it for you. Anything about this life hack?
This guy said, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I accidentally smacked my cables and I took my microphone and everything offline for a few seconds there.
I can hear you.
Most of what this video was about was bullshit. And then the cherry on top of the bullshit was like, subscribe, pay me this, and I'm going to send you my 5-step.
Yeah, buy my
plan to more bullshit. Yes.
So you don't think holding your breath for 90 seconds is going to fix low T and build muscle and burn fat and make you a genius? You don't think it's going to do that if you hold your breath for 90 seconds?
No. So as much as I hate Piers Morgan, and I really do, because I'm a Jeremy Clarkson fan.
Okay.
And the Jeremy Clarkson Piers Morgan battle has been, well documented. And I'm clearly on the Jeremy Clarkson side because essentially Jeremy Clarkson and I are the same fucking person. I forget where I was going with this, but at the end, this guy's talking. He goes, "Pay me some money, and I'm gonna give you 5 simple steps." And at that point, I just want to punch him
right in his curly mustache. Right in his twisty mustache.
Right in his right there at the nose. Just boom. And I'm not talking like a manly brutal punch. I'm like talking like the direct, no nonsense. I've got no time for your bullshit. Boom. Just right in your curly mustache.
Old fashioned pugilist, little pop.
Yes. Yeah. The pop. Boop. Like, hey, are you sure you want to tangle with this? Do you want to continue talking that bullshit you were talking?
So you're not going to hold your breath for 90 seconds to see if it works, is what you're saying.
I've been seeing advertisements for the ladies where doing a certain activity on men increase your jawline and everything.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Kegels. You're okay. Go ahead.
Those are appreciated. But yeah, I'm going to classify this in with that of the, hey, not real.
Okay, you're calling BS on that. All right, fair enough.
I'm calling bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
So it's
got the guy sitting there lifting the weights. He's got the guy with the headphones. He lift the weights. He pick things up. He put things down. And it has nothing to do with the actual video. So
you don't think this guy lifting the weights is holding his breath for 90 seconds?
Yes, but for completely different reasons.
All right.
It's to help stop him from gagging.
It's to help his gag reflex.
Boom.
Right? Let's see what this is.
Boom.
Oh, I included this just because I thought it was funny. When the family is arguing about politics and they ask me for my expert opinion. You may know where this is going. I had to include it. Great movie and great meme.
Is a great movie. And the scene I love the most is actually towards the end. It's like, will you take that deal? I'll take that deal all day long. I mean, you want socialism and you hate the Jews. I don't know. It sounds like a Democrat party to me.
Ooh, we don't do politics on the show, David.
we didn't.
We didn't until I brought in a meme. All right. Let's do one more. We can even wrap this show up another day. I got a lot of these.
First of all, so I don't remember what's that actor's name, because he's in
Waltz.
I mean
Christoph Waltz.
I mean, he is phenomenal.
Oh, he's amazing. I love everything he's in. He's great.
Yes. Like if you know what, I might, because YouTube, not YouTube, the Netflix used to be able to, like, I think you can do it still. And you can just type in the name of a character.
I think so. Yeah.
The name of an actor.
An actor.
The name of an actor. Clickety, 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 giggity, 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 goo. And it'll give you all the movies they're in. I would watch a movie simply because he's in it.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, Christoph Waltz is awesome. I agree.
Yes. I mean, he's in Spectre and No Time to Die with, I mean, he's got a small part in No Time to Die, but his role in Spectre was phenomenal. And Inglourious Bastards, it was second to freaking none. Yes. And he's run some other characters. I mean, he played both sides of that aisle, by the way.
Yeah, oh,
he's played the Jewish protagonist, and he's played the German antagonist.
Right.
And I mean,
and
both of them.
Accent. Yes.
He is absolutely so. And you know, every clip I can find of him, I'm like, I want to watch it. I want to consume it. The guy is a master of his craft.
Absolutely.
There is no doubt about that. Spaceballs, the T-shirt. They need to find a way to get him in it.
Yeah, you know what, they do. I really genuinely hope Spaceballs sequel has Christoph Waltz in it. That'd be amazing. I would watch
needs to be in there somewhere. I mean, there's any role anywhere that guy can fill. I guarantee it. Okay, all right. So what's next?
All right,
what's next?
Here we go.
Unethical ways to make fucking money. Part 169. Step 1. Go to shelfcorpgiant.com and find a dormant shell corporation. Look for a company from the 80s or 90s sitting on a shelf. It has zero debt and a clean record, but most importantly, age. You're buying 30 years of trust for a few $1,000s. Step 2. Update the records. List yourself as CEO. Get a professional address and an EIN. To a bank's algorithm, you aren't a newbie with a hustle. You're the owner of a legacy business that survived 3 recessions. You just skipped 3 decades of work in 10.
I see some problems already. I think
major problems.
All right, so okay. First of all, if you have a product or service,
both of us have shelf companies.
So first of all, if you have a product or service,
both of us own shelf companies. This is not how this works.
A customer doesn't care if you've been around for 30 years. If you don't have 30 years worth of product or service available, they don't care. Second of all, he mentions going to a bank, and the bank is going to see you as no longer a newbie. Now you have 30 years of experience. Again, the bank is going to look at your annual revenue. They're going to look at
you have 0 transactions.
Cost of goods. You have 0 transactions for 30 years. That actually looks worse on you. It doesn't make you look better.
Yeah, no.
This is bad. No. This is bad advice.
No. And you have an EIN that's been established. Okay, so you have a business that's been okay. I'm going to try to do this not in a drunk style here. So that means I have to talk slowly. No, what we see is now we got a 30-year, 40-year, because they're talking about going to the 80s. You have a 40-year business that has an EIN that's established a week ago that has 0 transactions for the 40 or the week. You're not doing yourself any favor. That's not how shelf companies work.
No, not at all. It makes you look worse, if anything.
Yeah, you're not in good shape. Shelf companies are used for completely different things, which we're not going to go into because I just admitted earlier that both of us own shelf companies.
Just don't look at our Swiss bank accounts. And we're okay.
So you don't want to go Swiss anymore. You want to go Cayman Islands.
Actually,
Cayman Islands is much more secure.
You don't do Cayman anymore. You go to Argentina.
Argentina. Okay, so I'm okay. Anything we can do in Argentina, I'm in for, because that super hot chick at the soccer game thing that sold me on Argentina. I'm good.
Afuera. Let's move on. All right.
Yes, she was Fuente.
Yes, definitely. It's the same blonde dude. Let's see this blonde dude have to say again.
Oh, this is an idiot again.
Here are 5 secret codes for ChatGPT.
You ready?
So, no, wait. What did you call him, stupid guy? This was the guy who had the
oh no, he had
loaded in and unsubscribed. So okay, all right. So all right, let's see if he goes 2 for 2 for good. All right, let's go. So he's got
Number
5 hacks. Go ahead.
5 codes for ChatGPT. Number 1, /human.
Human. If you put this before your prompt, you're gonna get a humanized output that sounds way better. Number 2 is EL10. Just put this before your prompt and ChatGPT will explain the topic to you like you're 10 years old. Number 3 is X10 thing. This is gonna make ChatGPT way smarter and encourage it to think deeper before answering. Number 4 is kill critic. This one stops ChatGPT from agreeing with everything you say and forces it to tell the truth. Number 5 is Alt3. This is gonna give you 3 different variations of an answer based on what you asked it. If you want hundreds of these codes for your ChatGPT,
those aren't bad. How often?
No, because you complain quite a bit about how chummy these AI bots
Well, that's
are.
a real problem. They're programmed to give you an answer that is going to make you happy, not necessarily the correct answer.
Yes.
Also, even when you say, hey, give me a human-like response, give me something that sounds conversational and natural, it still sounds like it was written by a robot. If you can actually just have a code that says, literally write this like a human would speak, without giving a whole extra addition to the prompt, it's a nice little addition.
The EL10 caught my attention because I would love to do it as EL20.
Explain to me
because let's face it, 20-year-olds are much stupider than 10-year-olds.
That's a fact. I have noticed that.
Yes. That is without a shadow of a doubt.
My 10-year-old son could easily, he's 11 now, could easily outsmart most 20-year-olds.
Oh yeah, easily.
He could outsmart me.
And when he gets when he gets to be 20 to 21,
he'll be dumb.
He'll be just as dumb as the rest of them, right? Okay, so an EL20 would be a great function, and I use it a lot. And I think for some math things, even I need them broken down because who was it that says it was Feynman? It's Feynman. He was Feynman, Richard Feynman. If you can't explain it simply, you don't know it well enough.
That's it.
Paraphrase. And that's what I strive for. So in my day-to-day stuff, I can explain wildly complex situations. Uber simple. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I get that."
Yeah, and it's true though. If you can't break something down to a very simple level, to where
you got a message,
could understand it.
You got a message. Who was that message from? Was it a chick?
I think.
Are you getting hit on
constantly? Have you seen me?
Oh yeah. They're like, give me some of that ginger. All right. Yeah. Giggity.
Oh,
that was something in Joey. Coincidentally, Joey or something.
Who can say? I don't know. All right. Let's do a couple more, and we're gonna call it a night.
So this guy's 2 for 2. This guy's 2 for 2. Let's give him credit where credit's due. That guy's 2 for 2.
Not bad.
All right, up next is...
Let's see another one of these animated ones.
Whatever you do, don't open a bank account in your own name. Instead, do what the wealthy do.
Hey, Dad, I just opened my first savings account. Put my whole check in there.
In your name?
Yeah, of course. Whose name would it be in?
That's the problem, son. You've just put a giant target on your back, and your money is now visible to the wrong people.
Visible to who? Creditors, lawsuits, the IRS, anyone with a judgment. If it's in your name, they can see it, freeze it, and take it.
So what am I supposed to do? Hide my money?
No, you structure it.
Yeah.
Here's what the wealthy do. Step 1, go to irs.gov and apply for an EIN. That's a tax ID number, like a social security number, but for a trust instead of a person. Step 2, when it asks what type of entity, you select trust, then choose revocable trust. You list yourself as the grantor and the trustee. That means you still control everything. Step 3, take that EIN into any bank and open an account under the trust's name. Not your name, the trust's name.
Wait, so the money's still mine?
You control it, you spend it, you move it.
But the
but on paper,
owns it.
It's not tied to you.
So if someone sues me or tries to come after my money, they can't get to it?
They can't touch what they can't
Correct.
see. That's how the wealthy do it, son. They own nothing on paper but control everything in reality.
Where'd you learn all this, Dad?
This book right here.
All right, we're not going to get his book. But this is not bad advice.
We don't give a shit about the book. No, but that's good, and that's good. That's great advice. I had a friend of mine, a couple I mean, a couple weeks ago, and he's talking about his dad's his dad is older and wants to give him a house in Sebring, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Sebring, Florida is a relatively nice place to live. Sebring, right? I mean, for race car people, that's one of the locations you want to be. And I said, don't. He was talking about the wills and things like that. I was like, don't leave it in a will. You need to start a living trust.
Right.
You need to start a living trust, and then he needs to be a executive, and then you need to be the executor on it as well. If when he fails, so that basically your trust have it, and then you take over that property, you take over everything he has and everything you need. Without tax implications, because the entity owns the property, not the individual. And this goes along those same lines. And it's a very, I think this is very good advice. And I might take on some of these, this specific one here myself, that build the trust. And in case you guys haven't have I know that the myth of dealing with the IRS is powerful, but if you've ever actually had to call the IRS and get things done, those people are amazingly helpful. Amazingly helpful.
They will give you a lot of people don't think about it because they think the IRS is the enemy.
Yeah.
But when you go in with very specific questions, researched questions, they will give you the answers you need. And some people actually take this to the extreme. Some people take this to the extreme to where their house, their home that they live in, is owned by the trust.
And it should be.
Their vehicle they drive on a daily basis is owned by the trust. And what they do is, instead of paying a mortgage out of their paycheck, they'll pay a rent to the trust, and the trust will make the mortgage payment or car payment. They'll rent the car from the trust, and the trust will pay off the car. It's something
because the trust is protected. The trust is behind you, so somebody can come on. Let's say your neighbor. We're gonna call him Steve. Your neighbor Steve. But you have a tree limb that you guys are in argument about, but it breaks and it falls across the fence that they have, and a pool house, and it damages concrete and all this stuff. Right? Instead of them being able to sue you to the house, they're going to try to sue you, but you don't own your house.
Right.
The trust owns your house. They can sue your trust. The trust can absolutely collapse internally and say, all right, this lawsuit done. And you come out of this thing absolutely scot-free.
Well, so there's actually an extra layer that this didn't even mention, that a lot of really wealthy people have, which is they'll have a overall shell corporation that owns a trust. And then and the trust owns all the stuff, but the shell corporation owns all of the money, right? So what happens is
there's no money in the trust. So if they sue the trust, there's no money to get.
So there's no money in the trust. So they can't sue you because you don't own anything. They can't sue the trust beyond the general assets that the trust owns. But the trust doesn't own any money, so they can't take that.
Yeah. The direct asset, which is insured.
The shell corporation owns all the money. So that's the extra layer that's not mentioned here. But that's, if you look at guys like Jeff Bezos doesn't own a thing. Nothing is in this guy's name. He doesn't even take a paycheck from Amazon. Everything he pays for is on loans that he gets based on his equity in Amazon. This guy, I mean, the really wealthy people have layers upon layers upon layers.
Debt.
You will
This is where I argue with he's not the chef. He's the Dave Ramsey. Is it Dave Ramsey? That's like you want no debt whatsoever.
Yeah, that guy.
You shall have no debt. No debt shall pass. Right? And I'm thinking to that guy, like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, debt's not a bad thing. If you can pay for something with somebody else's money, that's fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. Pay for it with somebody else's money. Okay. Hey, Dave. How many? This goes back. Okay, so I'm using this in my book. I'm gonna give away a little bit here. I'm gonna give away a little bit of the top 5 ways to eat dog shit book. Right. This is the one against cold calling, about all these people that talk about how bad cold calling is. Where Dave Ramsey is all about, do not have debt, and all the people that are talking about, the top 5 ways to eat dog shit of cold calling. They're not using cold calling. They're using all these other things. And Dave Ramsey, I'd love to see exactly what your debt ratio is and how you utilize debt. Because I guarantee you're not financing all of this stuff by yourself, on your own dollars.
Guaranteed.
Because that puts your dollars at risk as opposed to somebody else's dollars. And it is always in better financial sense to put somebody else's dollars at risk than your own. All right, on to the next guy.
All right, let's do one more, then we'll call it a night. And we can always
one
come
more.
back to the subject
It's
another
only
day.
12:11. It's only Friday now.
We've only been doing the show for over 3 hours. Oh, here's a fun one.
Apparently Diddy got busted for making prison wine, and the recipe just got leaked, so let's make it. My first step was...
Yes, I do consider home winemaking a life hack.
I'm sorry.
Walmart, which I'm guessing...
Who?
Diddy?
What's a Diddy?
Sean Puffy Diddy Daddy Combs. I don't know by what name he's going by now, but apparently he had a lot of sex parties.
I don't know what any of that means.
Apparently he had
Sean
some,
Puffy Diddy Daddy Combs.
Apparently he had some sex parties in his house and he got in trouble for it. So now he's making toilet wine in prison.
Wait, is it illegal to have sex parties in your home? It's ridiculous.
I think it is when you drug people without their knowledge and then you videotape and use it as blackmail.
Oh, so he's a member of the CIA.
That actually was one of the conspiracy theories. That actually was.
Where's Hecklefish? Hey, bro from Y-Files, I need Hecklefish AI generated right back here.
Hecklefish would love that.
So we're going to learn how to make Diddy's prison
The key to
wine.
making alcohol is starting with lots of sugar. Diddy apparently used Fanta and apples. When you combine these ingredients with yeast, the yeast eats the sugar and turns it into alcohol. Pretty simple. By the way, I don't recommend anyone try this, unless you're in jail, of course. Prison hooch is typically made in trash bags, but to try and have some success, we're using an actual 1-gallon fermenter. To start, we sliced 4 red apples, 1 for each year he's serving in prison. I added the apple slices to the fermenter, poured about 1.25 pounds of sugar on top, and added an entire 2 liters of Fanta. I then topped it off with some small bottles and stirred well to soak everything. Like I said, we need yeast, and we're gonna go with generic bread yeast because I'm guessing they don't carry champagne yeast in prison kitchens, and because this is probably gonna suck anyway, using anything better than that would be, you guessed it, criminal. I shook it up to add oxygen, then I added something called an airlock, which will let gas escape from the mixture while it's fermenting without letting ambient air inside. I don't want to be overly technical about this, but fermenting soda isn't exactly easy. The preservatives in Fanta make this a not so ideal environment for yeast to work properly, so fingers crossed. I'm gonna get...
So this is a life hack, and I will actually be trying this, David. I'm gonna make some prison hooch and see.
This is a fucking life hack.
I'm gonna make
this is a fucking life hack. Okay.
You know what? So here's the thing. So okay. So earlier I mentioned I was gonna explain my feelings on a hack and like why most hacks aren't actually hacks. Okay, here's the definition of a hack, right? In order for something to be an actual hack, it needs to use something in a way that it was not originally meant to be used to come up with a new solution to a problem, right? So when you are hacking into something, you're accessing a system, like a computer hacker, you're accessing a system that wasn't made to be accessed that way to perform a function. This is a hack because you're using things that weren't meant to be used in that way to create a product or service. I do consider this an actual hack.
He's using a bubbler, which is used to make beer, wine, or other alcoholic items.
But
he's using
guys
sugar.
In prison did not. Guys in prison did not.
Fruit and
sugar
yeast.
And fruit and sugar, fruit,
and
and yeast.
Other sugar products.
The sugar, fruit, and yeast that he used were not originally intended to make booze. The bubbler, I'm guessing the guys in prison do not have a bubbler and
the
or
red yeast.
airlock.
I mean, the yeast in general, when it consumes the sugars, which is the specific gravity,
sugars,
basically what you're doing is it's going to create alcohol. All right, that's going to give you your ABV.
So I would say by my definition of what a hack actually is, this is as hacky as it gets. This is a hack. This is using products in a way that was not originally intended to create something, to do something new.
All right. So he's okay. So all right. So he's every so often your trash bag blows up. You vent it by untwisting the tie or untwisting the thing. Let the gases out. Drop it back down to the fluid and go. And the more you do that, the higher the ABV is going to be on the hooch that you're creating. But okay, go ahead.
Well, that's really about it. So
this a few days to see if it even starts fermenting, then I'll check back. But
so this guy did make one mistake. I do know for a fact this guy made one mistake. When you're using soda, carbonated soda in your hooch, you actually want to boil it for, well, at least let it go flat. You want to let it go flat. Get all the carbon dioxide.
Yeah, I was thinking shake it up, and let the shake it like crazy, and then let the bubbly product spill into the bag, because you're going to want to release as much carbon dioxide before getting into
I would
the
actually do that over the course
fermentation.
of a couple of days. I would shake it up, let it vent, shake it up, let it vent, shake it up, let it vent. Get all the carbon dioxide out of there. And I'm actually going to make some P. Diddy prison hooch, and David, you're going to try it. And you're going to like it.
P. what?
P. Diddy. Puff Daddy. The guy with the crazy...
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm known as, Puff Daddy. It's from the puffiness under my eyes.
It's his rapper name. All right, let's do one more that's not...
Uno más. All right, let's do one that's not
Oh, this is a fun one. This isn't a life hack. I just thought this was a funny video. Guys like IPAs. So this is IPA guys here.
Hey, I'm grabbing a beer. You want one?
Of course I do. What do you got?
Shaggy recommended these IPAs.
IPAs?
Yeah, apparently it's some fancy type of beer. I don't know. Here.
Huh.
Oh, I love that sound.
Oh, dude, you gotta try that.
Oh, wow.
What do you think? What do you think it's supposed to taste like?
The earth.
Straight up tastes like the earth. But are you like getting a hint of like, I don't know, elderberry?
Are you talking about the wand from Harry Potter?
No, it's a fruit.
With Harry P.
Okay, that's fine, but no, it's a fruit, and it's supposed to be a fruit that's good for your immune system, I think.
You're telling me this beer is good for your immune system?
Anything that tastes like this has to be medicinal.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You know what this actually reminds me of?
What's that?
Do you remember that time we went skiing and I crashed full force into a tree at 30 miles an hour?
One of the funniest days of my life.
Yeah, well, I almost died, but like my mouth was full of blood, teeth, and pine bark. That's this.
Oh, yeah.
That's an IPA.
Fucking IPA, yes.
I taste it.
You know what, dude? I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah, I'm plastered already.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
The acronym. I'm plastered already. IPAs, man.
That's
Hell
good.
yeah.
I'm gonna give it the Worf laugh.
Because I'm telling you, I still say people who claim they like an IPA, they're lying. They don't actually. Nobody actually likes an IPA.
No, they can't. You can't like an IPA.
It's for people who are IPAs, for people who don't like real beer, but they want to look cool in a bar. I'll have an IPA. You want a mouthful of pocket change and pine needles? Okay.
Yeah. You want some gin soaked in nickels?
You ever tasted a penny? That's an IPA.
That's an IPA.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, an IPA for you. What do we got next?
All right, here's this dude again, and then we're gonna call it a night.
We're gonna call it a night. It's only
12:20.
getting close to 12:30.
How to hack paywalls. See, some of us ain't got money like that.
Ooh,
and if I'm trying to read something or view something, and then you want to hit me with the, you have to subscribe, aka pay, I'm like, I ain't doing that. So what I'm about to show you is some hardcore stuff, so stay with me, yeah? So what you want to do is go to Google and type this, hit enter, click the second one, and you will be greeted with this page. Then you go to the page that you want to remove the paywall. So I want to remove this one. And this is from the New York Times. So you copy this, you paste it here, then you hit the magnifying glass. And if option 1 doesn't work, you go to like number 2. And just like that.
So I don't know if you saw that. So the cool thing is,
and don't be stingy.
So this guy's a fucking idiot.
And sometimes the paywalls don't work. Sometimes you can't get past the paywall. So it gives you multiple options. And I've used it. This is a good site.
I get that. And we've talked about the paywalls in the past. But his video is shit.
His video is shit. Yes. He's not.
His
not known for his
product
video
is
quality.
great. Yeah, his product is great. His video is shit.
Right.
We get it. Sometimes option 1 doesn't work. Pivot, adjust, drink, because I said the word pivot. And we get that part of it. What the fuck is happening?
What are you doing? David's stroking out over there. What's happening?
I think there's somebody leaving. I think there's somebody going out my front door or coming in my front door. I don't know. If I get shot shortly, it's because somebody just came in.
It's this guy. He's pissed you're complaining about his video quality.
He deserved it. Your video shit, sir. We watched it in real time. You can't track it. It's non-intelligible.
It is not intelligible. That's true.
But it's really good information that you fucked up.
It's great information. If people knew what website he was talking about, it's fantastic.
So tell us about the website, West.
It showed us for like a second, like not even a second, what website he was even looking at. Let's see if we can find it.
With me, yeah? So what you want to do?
That. Okay.
What
Unpaywall.
you want to do is unpaywall. Oh, that's really fucking stretching it out there, imaginary wise.
Well, they're not really there for a creative URL.
Let's go to Google and type this. Hit enter.
Hit enter. But
I like his keyboard.
Just go to removepaywall.com. And that's what it is.
Okay.
So there's unpaywall, and it's not as good, but there's also remove paywall, which is much better. And I've used both of them.
Well, that's what paid him money, so that's what he recommended.
That's it. But there's no reason to pay for columbusdispatch.com. Screw you guys. Just use remove paywall. It's just as good.
We brought this up several times because what's the big one? The AP, the Associated Press.
Mm-hmm.
They love to throw in hey, you got to subscribe, pay. You can just search the artist or the author's name, which is typically not a what we call. What's the purpose? People who report the news and whatnot.
A reporter.
There's another word.
Author.
Author. No, that's not it. Shit.
Journalist.
Anyway, journalist. A journalist, which most of them are not.
Most of them are not journalists. Most of them are people.
They're not journalists. They're not journalists. Yeah, most of them are products of liberal arts colleges that are dumb as rocks.
Yeah, they're
because we don't talk politics on the show. They're effing idiots. And but the moral of the story being, you can take their name and just search articles by them.
That's true.
And you can be able to find, without jumping through hoops, without going through signing up for this service or that service, just Google the name and look at the articles, and you're going to be able to find 99% of what they've done.
Right.
And I highly recommend that as opposed to paying $130 some for the Columbus Dispatch.
Right.
Because it sucks now. And Columbus Dispatch, if you want to if you want to actually have a product that's worth $140 a year, then have a product that's worth $140 a year and people will pay it. Otherwise, we're going to continue teaching people how to circumvent your trash. Cheers.
And that's your wisdom for the day. All right. So David, I have a lot of these, but we can come back to this another day and finish the list. But
are you sure? It's only 12.
We've only been doing the show.
I gotta close. I gotta close an eye to read the time frame. 12. It's only 12:25.
I gotta close an eye. All right. It's
yes. Yeah, it's not that late. It's only I gotta close an eye to read it. 12:25.
Yeah, we've only been going for 3.5 hours almost with one random computer crash, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's not been bad. It's not been bad. I think we can pick this up next week, and I think we should.
We can wrap it up.
I think we should absolutely
good ones on
pick
here.
it up next week.
Some good ones.
Yeah, I think we should absolutely pick it up next week. We'll do wait a minute. Okay, so next week is going to be Wednesday. Wednesday at 9 p.m. because Thursday, we may make it earlier because Thursday I have to be in an airplane at 5 a.m. to head to Western, not West, but Western Virginia. Then I'm coming back home in the same day. But I'm not going to get home till midnight. So there's no way we can do this Thursday because I'll be on airplanes and bouncing around doing all kinds of
Is Wednesday still good, or should we just do it?
Wednesday. We maybe, you know what? Friday. How's Friday?
Friday next week? Yeah, we need a Friday next week.
Yeah, Friday. We'll do Friday next week.
Friday next week is one of my 2 birthdays.
Okay, great. So we're going to do it on West's half birthday next week. And so Friday, so let's do it Friday. I don't have anything to do Friday. Yeah, Friday next week, the Underdog Journey brought to you in part by Hanes Underwear. Hanes Underwear to support all of the important moments in your life.
That's it. I don't know where
see that coming, did you?
But I guess that's the punchline. Okay.
Yes, indeed. All right, we'll see you guys next week. West, I believe the next lines are yours.
All right, I've been West. This guy was David. We'll see you guys next Friday. Peace out.